you doing? Yeah? Yeah. Things starting to get a little bit easier? Good. Maybe we've worked through a lot of the core stuff you need to work through. You know, I think even when you have stuff going on in the higher chakras, once you've worked through the lower chakras, I think it gets easier to do. Again, it's like a muscle. It's like anything you do over and over again gets easier. So I think even the work, as hard as it is to do this kind of dredging up of our feelings and blockages and past issues, it does get easier the more that we do this. So are you ready for throat chakra today? You are? Okay. Anything that I need to know about heart chakra? That's hard. Heart chakra is hard. And heart chakra really is our main connection to energy. So, you know, energy is really, like I've said, if you don't know what to replace something with, replace it with love. And it really is kind of the root of energy. It's this kind of unconditional love for people. So, it's a hard one, and it's one that needs to be worked through. Even if you don't think you have love issues, you may have issues with the energies out there. And if you can't get that clear, you're going to have a hard time with third eye and spirit too. So it's a good one to work through. But you're feeling okay? Good. Well, hopefully it'll get a little easier from this end out. Yeah, because, I mean, if you're doing chakra work, then you're using your intuition. So hopefully some of the issues you may have had, we've been working through, because you've got to use your intuition for these guided meditations. So, alright, so throat chakra tonight is about communication. It's about expressing your feelings and emotions. And if you have a blockage here, it may result in either shyness because you don't feel like you can express yourself, or anger and defensiveness, you know, because you can't express yourself the way you are, you can get defensive and sometimes aggressive about it because you're so frustrated you can't express yourself. So throat chakra is a really important one. And then it's also about creativity in terms of how you express yourself through the arts. So it will be a fun one to work through, I think. And you may find some art or music or dance supplies when we do this guided meditation. Okay? So let's start off by cleansing. So I'm going to use my bergamot. The one nice thing about ritual, which we are doing, is it's almost like a Pavlov's dog kind of response. Your body gets used to the ritual, and it signals not only spirit and energy that you are doing some serious work, but you as well. So the smell of bergamot now always makes me think of these chakra workshops. So it will always kind of put me in that place. And it makes the falling into guided meditation much, much easier. So I am going to start off by doing a massage to the 4 directions to let Spirit know that we can use Spirit's guidance. Okay, so we're going to start to the east. And we're going to call the spirits of air. Please come and assist us in all we endeavor, massaging your shoulder to help you to relax and hopefully fall quicker into the guided meditation. And now your shoulders and your neck. And this is the south. It's the spirits of fire and of courage. Please help us in all we endeavor. shoulder, and the spirits of water and of deep emotions. Please help us in all we endeavor. The west. And then finally the north. Spirits of earth and grounding. Please support us in all we endeavor. And then if I can have your hand, I'm going to massage your hand. Again, just to further relax you, but to also circle the energies between you and I, so we can open our circle. Just massaging both sides of your hands and your fingers, in between the bones on the top of your hands, on the sides of your fingers as well as the top and the bottom. It feels good. After a long day, this is a nice way to end. Alright, and massaging the palms off the little reflexology points on your palm, and then your other hand, and the bones on the top, and the fingers, and the palm. And with that, our circle is open. Okay. Are you ready? Alright, get comfortable. Close your eyes. And we're going to start down the same path we have traveled many times, walking through the forest, you and I. It's the same forest path. You hear the crunch of the leaves as we walk. Smell the woody scent. See the sun filter down through the trees, until we come to our clearing with the bench where we meet our guides, and you and I sit. Reflect just a bit on all the time that we've spent here on this bench. You may have met a few different guides, or just one teacher who leads you to each of the different homes of your chakra. And you begin to hear the sound of another walking through the forest. And soon they enter the clearing. It may be a guide you have met before, or it may be someone new or something new. Maybe an animal, maybe a light, maybe an angel. It may just be a feeling. Take your guides in whatever form they come. You may ask your guide their name if you have not met them before. And you may ask them any other questions you need to know at this point. And then I will stay on the bench while you and your guide begin to walk through the forest, just a little ways, past the turnoff for the house that holds your heart chakra, and you see another clearing out in the forest that you are heading towards. There seems to be something at the back of the clearing, something large, like a building. And as you get closer, you notice it's an outdoor amphitheater. There are seats. They may be just out of the ground, or they may be chairs for a more permanent structure. and there's a stage. The stage may be covered, or it may be open, like a Greek theater. And you walk closer down to the stage and climb the stairs to the amphitheater. I want you to walk all around the stage and see if you see any item or drawing or have a feeling about what is needed here to open up your throat chakra. You notice at the front of the stage there are some small blue footlights that turn on as you begin to look around, flooding the area with a blue turquoise light. You may decide to walk out into the seats to see if there's anything for you out there. Your guide may sit in a seat or may sit up on the stage and wait for you. Continue to look all around. How does the amphitheater look? How many people does it seat? Do you wish to speak while up on the stage? Do you have any supplies to use? Do you feel like moving or singing? Feel free to sit with your guide and ask any questions about the things that you feel, any items you might have found. The meaning of anything you have observed in the home of your throat chakra. If your guide gives you a task, try to fulfill it if you can. Your guide may ask you to perform in some way, and if you feel comfortable, give it a try. Look out in the audience. Is anyone there? If there is, do they have a reaction to your performance? And when you are ready, you and your guide can begin the trip back through the forest, past the home of your heart chakra, back to the bench, where you sit down with me. And I want to ask you, is there an emotion or feeling that you need to express? Is there anything that you need to say to your guides to speak your truth? ask you and your guide, what are your fears about speaking your truth? Take these last few moments to ask any questions of your guide that you need clarification on. Your guide may give you a gift, maybe an item, maybe a thought, maybe a word. Take whatever they give you. And then humbly thank your guide for all they have taught. And your guide begins to walk back through the clearing into the forest. And you and I do the same down our path into the forest. And as we walk, you begin to notice the room where you are sitting in this world. You can begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes. How are you doing? Throat's hard. It's a big area. There are a lot of issues there. Almost none of us speak our full truth. And so not only do we need to figure out the truths that we need to speak, but who we need to speak them to. Because for safety's sake, we can't be a complete open book to everyone all the time. That's why the amphitheater is so large. There's a lot to figure out in throat chakra. All right. Let's bring you back to your body. So let's picture a cord running from your third eye down, down, down through your chakras and into the earth. This cord anchors you to the earth. Your head is fully connected to this world. And to further attach your body, do a bit more massage to bring you back. Okay? So we will start with the north, and we release you, spirits of the earth. And the west, we release you, spirits of water. And the south, we release you, spirits of fire. And the east, we release you, spirits of air. And let me take your hand and circle the energy back. Your other hand. Feeling fully connected to your body. And here's your drink. Take a drink. And with that, we extinguish our candle. One thing with throat chakra, work on your throat chakra tends to linger. So, you will probably find all week that issues of your throat chakra keep popping up for you. You will notice when you are not speaking your truth. And again, for safety's sake, I am not saying always speak all of your truth all of the time. But you will need to use your intuition, which we have been working on and should be getting stronger for you. Use your intuition to know, is this a time when I need to speak my truth? Is this a safe time to speak my truth? Is this an appropriate time to speak my truth? Is it inappropriate, but it's safe enough and I need to speak my truth anyway? There are going to be people who never want to hear your truth. And for you, you need to speak it anyway. So, that can take a lot of soul searching. Pay close attention. You do not need to resolve everything in throat chakra right away. Throat chakra is an ongoing process because we are always interacting with new people. So, what is appropriate in speaking our truth is constantly evolving. And we have to figure out how we want to speak our truth. There are ways to say it that feel authentic and feel comfortable, and there are ways that feel pushy or wimpy, or we often have to figure out our truth and say it to ourselves in a way we feel comfortable before we're able to say it to others. All right. This is hard work. You are doing very well.